Bitcoin has just broken through 93K, reaching a new all-time high. But here's the big question. Is it already too late, or is there still time to jump in? Think about this. In 2025, with Donald Trump recently re-elected as president, regulatory clarity for crypto in the US is finally within reach. But here's where things get interesting. Even though we're already well above the previous all-time high of 69K from November 2021, search volume and clicks have only recently started to rise. Retail investors haven't fully returned yet, which means there's still enormous room for growth. 2025 is shaping up to be the golden year for crypto. Don't let this chance slip by. Let's dive into how you can position yourself to get ahead. Before we dive in, let's get one thing clear. If you currently have little or no allocation in the crypto market, you're no longer early. The days when Bitcoin was at $20,000, ETH at $900, and Solana at $30 are gone. Keep that in mind. But even now, there are still plenty of opportunities to come out of this bull run as a winner. Oh, and before we wrap up, quick disclaimer. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Do your own research, consult your grandma, look under a rock, whatever you need to feel comfortable. If you copy me and somehow end up losing money, don't come crying to me, that's on you. I'm just some random guy who made a little bit of money in crypto and now can't show his face, because apparently the FBI is after me. But for those who don't want to be the ones whining after the bull run about how they missed out again, this video right here is for you. So, where do you begin? I'll break down 3 key ways to set yourself up for the coming wave in 2025. Each strategy has a different focus, from safer investments to income-generating opportunities, so you can pick what aligns with your goals. The first one is straightforward. Buy, hold, and sell. Find good altcoins within strong narratives. Think of L1s and L2s that performed very well so far. Solana, Sui, and Base, for example. I recommend not only looking into the Sol and Sui token, but also exploring the leading projects within their ecosystems. Areas like DeFi and meme coins will continue to grow. Position yourself within those ecosystems by focusing on projects that haven't yet seen massive price increases. These could be DEXs, DeFi protocols, or other related projects on the chain. To find good projects, I start by heading over to DeFiLlama.com. Check where the on-chain money is flowing. First, go to the chains section, where you can see a ranking of blockchains by their total value locked. Let's take a look at Solana and then check out the projects that have the most capital in them. Here, we see platforms like Jito, Camino, Jupiter, and Radium. These projects each have their own token, and if we click on Camino, we can go straight to the CoinGecko page to get the token information. KMNO has performed really well already, but it could be heading into a good buying zone once again. You can follow the same approach with other chains like Sui and Base. Another tip I have for you, keep an eye on Hyperliquid. Their mainnet is about to launch, and the Hype token is just around the corner. In my opinion, this ecosystem could be one of the top performers in the entire bull run. I'm actually planning to make a separate video on Hyperliquid to explain why I believe it could become the next big L1. To find projects outside of DeFi with no on-chain liquidity, head over to CoinMarketCap and use the filters and industry options to explore different narratives. Gaming, although it hasn't performed well so far, still holds great potential. Pay attention to major infrastructure coins like IMX, Beam, and Naka, for example. AI is another narrative that could be pushed forward with the development of products like ChatGPT. While coins like Teo and Render have already seen some growth, they're still far from their all-time highs. Akash is a smaller project that I'd also recommend keeping an eye on. This first strategy is simple. Accumulate strong projects and wait. When the market heats up in 2025, that's when you'll want to sell. Most importantly, take profits along the way. We'll make another video on how to do that. The second strategy is more active. DeFi income. Here's where you'll actually put your assets to work in decentralized finance. This includes lending and borrowing protocols, using DEXs, liquidity pools, liquid staking, and more. Platforms like Jupiter and its JLP pool, Camino for lending, borrowing, and liquidity providing with potential airdrops, or Orca and Airdrome for liquidity pools are great places to start. Airdrop farming is still a huge opportunity. Some say the airdrop season is over, but that's exactly why it's a big opportunity. Everyone's sleeping on it, so by engaging with new protocols that don't yet have a token, you're positioning yourself for possible future rewards when they do launch. DeFi income is about putting your assets to work. Go back to DeFiLlama.com and click on the websites of projects like Camino. Once you're on the platform, scroll down to see the different markets available. Currently, you can earn between 5 to 9% on your lended Sol, and if you're lending out stablecoins, you can get up to almost 13%, which is pretty solid. Additionally, you can take out a borrowing position against your collateral in lending, effectively leveraging your position. However, this comes with the risk of liquidation, so don't do this unless you really know what you're doing. If you'd like me to make a video explaining this in more detail and how I effectively actively use borrowing to increase my positions, let me know in the comments. The third strategy is trading, going long or short on different crypto positions with or without leverage. While this can create active income, here's the harsh reality. Only about 5% of traders consistently profit. To succeed, you need years of experience and a genuine edge over the market. It takes time, dedication, and a lot of effort to develop the necessary skills. If you're really good though, trading can be extremely lucrative. However, I wouldn't recommend starting with this unless you're seriously committed to becoming a full-time trader. It can be powerful, but it's a massive commitment. But the basics are something you should definitely know, as it doesn't take too long to learn, but can really help you succeed in the crypto market, even if you don't want to become a full-time day trader. You should understand terms like going long or short, as well as concepts such as stop loss and take profit orders. You should be familiar with terms like bull and bear traps, liquidation, slippage, resistance, and support levels, as these will help you navigate the market and make more informed decisions. So here's how I would approach these strategies. Step 1. Start by accumulating strong narrative coins. Focus on projects with solid ecosystems and growth potential. For me, Solana, Sui, Base, and Hyper Liquid. Step 2. I would dive into the DeFi protocols mentioned in this video. Start with the top protocols on your favorite chain. I'll be making specific videos on how to use these platforms and generate income, so you can get a clear understanding of how to make the most of them. Step 3. This one is optional, but requires more time and effort. If you're interested, I would recommend learning the basics of leverage trading. I'll cover decentralized trading platforms in future videos, so you can see how they work and how to potentially profit from them. Most of you will likely stick with Step 1, since it's the most passive and doesn't require as much work as Steps 2 and 3. And that's totally fine. Whether you go with one step or all of them, now is the time to grind and put in the hours in front of your laptop. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that won't come around again. So there you have it. 3 key strategies to start positioning yourself right now. Whether you've got $500 or $50,000 to put in, there are plenty of ways to get started. The beauty of this market is that you don't need a huge amount to begin. The important thing is to start now and build your position for what's coming. Let's make 2025 the year we look back on and say, that's when everything changed. All you gotta do is sit down and study the markets. If you haven't heard from me in over 4 weeks, it's probably because the FBI caught up with me. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.